welcome, the War Chief of Light is back with an epic video. Hi, my name's PPG, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peeps. And something that a lot of people don't know is what goes on, like, behind the curtain. Like, how in the hell do somebody stream 3 nights a week, upload a shit ton of videos, shorts, stuff like that, work a corporate job, and have kids and still function? So this video's a bit different. We're going to talk about not just some tips on how to deal with stuff, but some general stuff that'll help you just work with a tight schedule, figure out your boundaries, and make it all work. With a content creator flair, but you'll see at the end, okay? Before getting into it, I'm going to be straight up. I've got a couple advantages, okay? One, I play Final Fantasy XIV. I do play some Warcraft on occasion, and I like to pepper something else in there, so whatever's hot right now, whatever I want to play. Final Fantasy XVI lately. But those are live service games. I play live service games for the most part, meaning I don't get a content drought, or if I do, it's very short-lived. The communities are going, wait a couple weeks, you'll have something new to do. It doesn't stop. So there's no drought per se, right? And no, I don't play those games for that reason. Actually, I started playing World of Warcraft on maternity leave for my oldest, and that kid is going to be driving this year. Yeah, I'm that old. It's also an advantage on gameplay. It's not Skyrim, okay? And I say that not as an insult to Skyrim. It's infinite. Between both games, you have a lot of content to go through and do. So, will you ever have nothing to do? No. The answer is no. No, there's always something. So you're not bored, per se. Okay? And while I'm admitting my advantages, I also have another one. I've got teenagers. So, that means when they get home from school, they're very much in the, Mom, no, I don't want to talk about my day anymore. They do what teenagers do, go to their bedrooms and be teenagers. So you see that that's a bit of an advantage on the content creator side. So those are my advantages. So I upload 4 to 5 videos a week. Most of it is shorts or TikToks. I upload 1 large video a week, which, spoiler alert, that's this one. This is the one, okay? Sometimes I upload 2, but it's time, right? Time is very much it. And I also stream 3 nights a week. So it's a busy week. All that being known, how do we do it? Well, first off, I work in project management. So I already know how to work a tight timeline, and I know some of the tips and tricks to it. And a lot of it starts with a schedule and some very strict rules behind the schedule, okay? My evenings typically start with my kids coming home. I make supper, and my husband does. We spend some time together to do the homework and stuff, and then I go into content creation, whether it's streaming, editing, you name it. That sounds like a lot, okay? Here's the rules behind it that make it make sense. 1, utilize your TikToks and shorts, like abuse them, okay? These can be recycled. You can put them on Facebook, you can put them on Instagram, you can put it on TikTok, you can put it on YouTube. Use them, all right? They are fast to film, extremely fast to edit. You can get one in and done in 5-6 minutes if it's a simple one, 10, 15, maybe 20 if it's a tough one. Like, very, very simple. It's also a nice way for people to get to know you, right? You're being silly for a minute. It just works. It's also where you're going to put a lot of your really good clips. So a moment that you're like, oh, this happened in game. That's the place for it. 100%. Do that. I highly recommend peppering those in because they don't perform well on their own. Okay? But, use them. This is an incredible tool for growth, and it saves time because it helps you bring content out, and it's not a lot of effort to do it. A smaller tip while we're here, especially with these shorts and TikToks, you can make one over lunch. You can edit it on your phone. It takes a few minutes. So you're saving yourself time and still doing content in the middle of the day where you're all in corporate mode. I'm telling you, I also tend to write my videos during lunch, like this one. This one was written on my lunch, and I had a sandwich and some chips. It was pretty good, but this is when I do the stupid little stuff like this. I do my quick editing and I write. So it's an extra half hour here and there that I regain. Now I have 3 tips coming, and you may not like them, you may find them controversial, but hear me out. I have very hard cutoffs for my streams. I know, listen, people will tell you, no, you need to stream 4 hours, 5 hours, 12. No, listen, your day is stuffed, okay? My Monday through Thursday is 6 a.m. to 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's go. No, the moment you start sacrificing sleep, you're going to sacrifice somewhere else the next day, whether it's your work, whether it's unable to cook supper because you're exhausted. Something's got to give. And that sacrifice, 9 times out of 10, ain't worth it. So yeah, I have a hard cutoff. My streams are 2.5 hours long. Now, that doesn't mean exceptionally, okay? This one moment you hit in the game, you're about to finish it. It's huge. It's cinematic. You can stay up. Listen, I'm not your mother. But it needs to be the exception, not the rule. I tend to do it on Thursdays, knowing that I can handle a Friday, right? It's a little easier. I won't do it on a Monday because it's a long week. See what I mean? But really, the rule needs to be, this is it. 10:30 p.m., shut her down. And that'll help you regain your time and keep control of that time. Hi, editing peeps here. I also wanted to add that it's very, very hard to stop a stream that's going hot. You're getting a lot of subscribers. You're getting a lot of views exceptionally. It's going great. It's hard to stop and be like, you know what? This is my hard cutoff, guys. Moving on. I highly recommend making sure you tell people, hey, I stream from time to time. Obviously promote for your next show every time. But again, I know it's hard. I get it. Your sleep's worth it, though. Your mental health is worth it, though. Do not burn out because you had a good night. And again, this next tip you're probably not going to like either. Your days off are your days off. By Friday, Saturday, Sunday, unless something was pre-planned and set on Thursday, you're not getting anything. My Saturdays, Sundays, and Fridays are for the family, are for groceries, chores, and to spend time with my kids. If you want to work on your stuff, I'm not telling you not to. The rule of thumb that we have at this house is, if I'm doing something, doesn't matter if it's hobbies, YouTube, you name it, and you want to do something, the answer is yes. It's always yes. Do you want to go visit family? Yes. Do you want to go for a drive? Yes. Shopping? Yes. You want to play a game? Yes. That's no exception. Whatever I'm doing, we drop it. This is you time. Okay? There will be Saturdays you're home in your pajamas doing nothing. And maybe you'll edit a little video while you're doing nothing. Sure. But the rule of thumb of yes has stuck here very well and is done good for the family. Because again, if the teenagers come out of their bedrooms, which sometimes they do, and be like, hey, listen, I want to do a match of Overwatch. Yes. That'd be great. That's helped immensely. And finally, the last piece, which is just as controversial, is take a sick day. I know, right? Wow. If you're sick, take a sick day. If your kids' concerts that night, take it off. Halloween, take it off. You'll be fine. Exhausted because you had to work 12 hours that day? Cool. You're not streaming tonight. Put a short out. It takes 20 minutes and then you're good to go. Go to bed. It's fine. You don't need to break yourself to make stuff happen. Be realistic with your time. Listen, most of these tips, when you really stop and think about it, is the same shit I'd ask you to do for work, right? You hard cut off, 5 p.m. I'm done. Good. Take the sick day, take a mental health day if you need it. And again, your weekends are yours. You don't share them. You enjoy them. So just to recap real fast, I got a little bit easier because I do a lot of live service games. My teens are teens acting like teens because they're teens. But upload TikToks or shorts. Absolutely do that. They really help for many, many reasons, including filling gaps. Give yourself a hard stop for your streams to recoup because you deserve that. Take a day off if you need it, and your weekend is your own. Don't sweat the small stuff. You'll be okay, right? This is all for fun deep down. Anyway, that's how I keep my shit together, which arguably it's not always together, but I do okay. I do alright. It's fine. So let me know if this helped you out. And use this for work too. Don't be taken advantage of anymore. 2024 here. We don't do that anymore. Work to rule. And honestly, watch my shorts. They're me in a minute. They are silly. They are stupid. They are nerdy. Exactly what you'd expect from me. I'm not gonna lie to you. In the meantime, though, have yourselves a legendary night. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Don't burn yourself out. It's okay. You're good. If you need help with the schedule, take some time, get her figured out. And work to rule. No more burnout. Google that if you don't know what that is. Maybe I'm a